Guess who was actually on time today? Oh, it was me! How strange! Also, I have background for my streams now. I actually have background. So that there isn't just that ugly black outline. Oh. Oops. One sec. I'm not! This is the loading screen. I'll be back in a second. I have to fix this. Yeah, that's literally the loading... Oops. When you're, booting up the game and trying to... If you leave it running, it'll just, just play that. Does that look okay? Tell me if this looks ugly. Or is really annoying, because I... Oh, I could just... do that. That looks better. The backdrop looked nice on the Minecraft, but with the Undertale, it's nicer if it blends in. Alright, we got everything set up now. Even though it should have been set up. This is why I don't stream exactly on time. I try to set up, and my setup just looks bad. I also forgot to refill my water, which is unfortunate. Oh, actually, I do have quite a lot left. I forgot that I had a touchscreen computer. Oh crap. Exp. Let me read your message back to you. Wow, I did that miss the music. That... not a sentence. Honestly, I've just tuned it out at this point. It's like it's not even there. Megalovania? Who's she? Really annoyed there's a hair on my computer screen. Let me get that. There we go. This is not a good first run. I've not died yet, but still. Getting down to 1 health twice is not exactly the best way to start off. Is the audio mix okay? I have to reset it every time. Why do I always stream when Mark streams? I don't know. I stream at the same time. It's not my fault that everybody else streams at the same time as I do. This is the only time that I can stream, okay? Oh no. Nope. Ah. Darn. I'm trying to log into Twitch. And I can't remember what my password is. Oh, there we go. You're spending more time beating SANS than you did beating the entire game. Yep. It's been more than double, actually. It took me 11 hours to beat it the first one. Oh gosh, it's defaulted back to light mode. Why would it do that? No, no, please never do that. Music's really annoying. Just trying to... Oh yeah, definitely. There we go. I've done that. Alright. That's done. We can get back to the SANS. It was incredibly important. Definitely. Bean, can you say something and make sure it worked? There we go. I was like, if I wait until later, I'm gonna forget, or I'm gonna forget the username. Did you break another one? Oh my god. How many of those have you broken?
It even landed on the floor.
Oh no. Ew. How many do you have left? What? Ah. Oh. I want one. My sister just came in with a homemade popsicle and proceeded to break it and drop it on the floor by accident. I know you guys could probably only hear half of that conversation. I don't know if my mic picks up other people in my room. No, it was like a juice popsicle, so it wouldn't have. And it was barely out of the freezer, so it wouldn't have actually gotten the floor sticky. And also, there's a carpet, so. No, I meant to drop down. Woo! You changed your name. Beanbag LOL. I love it. Stupid automatic Twitch emotes. Oh no, 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 okay. Oh. Ah, carp. My soul doesn't move fast enough. I don't want to get yelled at to untangle your headphones, you heathen, like I did last time. I just have songs from falsettos stuck in my brain. It was last time. Sorry, I've lost all track of time. Oh, I'd love to be able to play copyrighted music and sing along with it on some of my drawing streams and stuff. But because I put my stuff on YouTube afterwards, I don't want to get copyright striked. I already get, like if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able, even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to monetize my Undertale VODs because the Megalovania is copyrighted. So if I could do that, I might do like solo drawing streams more often, but I can't, so I now I do it with my friends to spare everyone from the boring, ambient, royalty-free background music. Yesterday was a holiday, which is pretty cool, so I had no schoolwork to do. Excuse me. And I was trying to finish my math before I came on the stream, and I did. I got all my math homework done. So that's kind of nice. I don't have to do anything else after my stream. Other than like practice guitar and stuff, but those are the usual daily things. I was actually really behind on my math stuff, so I had to catch up. I spent like all last couple of days, catching up. Not only do I do my homework, I spent the last couple of days grinding because I was behind and I wanted to finish all of my homework that I had missed. I don't have French. French was last semester. I met my first girlfriend in French class, actually. Brick was in my French class. He would say hi to me every morning. I usually have my headphones in, but he would wave at me from across the room. He's a great guy. We also sat next to each other on the bus for 2 years straight. I don't take the bus anymore though, which is nice, because I hated it. He is a great guy. Second best Scion, yes. Oops. That was bad. Our bus, the bus that Brick and I were on, it was... Oh. It was the worst. Okay? I swear that Brick and I were the only two sane people on that entire bus. Other than the bus driver. The bus driver was a great guy. His name was Jerry. But, okay. Oh. One time the kids literally had a food fight on our bus. It was the most insane thing. There was this one girl that sat behind me, and she just gossiped the whole time, and it was so annoying. So, hi. She just gossiped the whole time, and it was so annoying, and I really didn't like it. So you know what I did? Every single day on the way to and from school for 2 years, I listened to music. That's all I would do. I would have my earbuds in and I would listen to music whole time. You're like, why didn't you talk to Brick? Because there was that girl being super loud right behind us. So. Also, my first proper crush was on the same bus. So technically there were 3 sane people. There was me, there was Brick, and there was the girl that I had a crush on. Brick and I actually go back Brick and I go back for longer than we've been alive. 'Cause our parents are really good friends. His parents know my parents know his parents, and they have all been friends for ages. And so it was kind of like when we were younger. They weren't the closest of friends, so we weren't exactly forced to hang out with each other or anything. But it was like, if we were ever at a social gathering and both sets of parents were there, our parents would just be like hanging out and chatting, and we'd be like, oh my gosh. Stop. Or I'd get reintroduced to him every single time, and I'm like, yes, I remember. Yes, I know. Yes, this is Brick. Yep, I know who this is. Thanks. Bye, Beanbag! Bye, Bean. I hope it goes well. See you later. I can't imagine interesting things happening on the bus. It's always so boring. Yeah, I mean, well, the school bus, because there was tons of tiny kids, like young kids, that was the worst. But I did summer school, not because I had to catch up, because I wanted to do it for fun. I took the city bus, and it was like dead silent. Not quite dead silent, but no one was causing a ruckus, and so that was really nice. And you know what I did? You know what I did on the bus for a month of my life? On the way to and from school? I listen to music. It's the only thing I do on a bus. Because it's a habit I got into on the school bus, because I wanted to tune all of the screaming kids out. And then it just felt too quiet being on a bus and not listening to music. Because it's the only thing to do on the bus. Well, I mean, you could go on your phone, you could bring a book, you could read a book on the bus, you could listen to a podcast. Like, there's a lot of things you could do on a bus. Speaking of which, I think... No, I didn't listen to The Edge of Sleep on a bus. When I was listening to The Edge of Sleep, I no longer had to take a bus. I did listen to The Edge of Sleep while I was working, though. I had a job for like a month. And, it happened to be the month that The Edge of Sleep was coming out. So I would listen to the episodes. While I was working. And then I ran out of episodes and I was like, well, what do I do now? Give me gossip. I want gossip. I don't know any gossip. I didn't listen to the gossip. No one told me anything either. Because if someone came up to me and was like, oh, so-and-so's been acting so annoying or whatever, I don't know what gossip even sounds like, I would just be like, oh yeah, well maybe, well you don't know what's going on in their life, maybe they're having a hard time or whatever, and so I'm not really the best person to gossip with. Because I just insist on defending whoever it is, even if I don't like them. Oh, I can read when I'm on I didn't used to be able to read in a car or on a bus when I was younger, but now I can. Did I ever tell you about the time that I read that I played Pokemon all the way to on the way to another province? 12 hours. 12-hour drive. On a 12-hour ride on a bus. I played Pokemon the whole time. Because there were other guys on my bus that had Pokemon. And so we were playing Pokemon the whole time. At least until our DSs started dying. And then I had books. But, like, gossip, most of the gossip would be like, oh, you know, so-and-so's been, Dave has been hanging out a lot with Angela. Do you think they're dating or blah, blah, blah? And then for obvious reasons, or not obvious reasons, but just because I wasn't interested in that at all. At the time, it was not my thing. I was not interested in dating. I was not interested in talking about other people dating. So I'd just be like, why do you care? Why do I care? Why do you want me to care? And then everyone would be like, why did I even bother talking to you and leave me alone? And maybe that's why everyone hated me. Because everybody else just wanted to talk about gossip and I was like, no. I did not memorize the entire Pokemon wiki. I memorized the entire Pokedex. Up until the most recent generation. Because I didn't do that one because it wasn't out at the time. I've never had gossipy friends. I don't tend to associate with people who gossip because I don't like it that much. I think talking about other people negatively or suggestively, not like suggestive in a sexy way, like theorizing about their life, is kind of weird. And it can quickly become, like, even if it's just talking about, oh, is so-and-so dating so-and-so, it seems like it can easily turn toxic, and so I just don't wanna. Unless it's a joke. Unless it is a joke, in which case I am so into that. At one point, I decided I don't remember exactly how it came along, but I'm just gonna say I decided that it would be really, really funny if I tried to ship two of my classmates who were one of my close friends, who were two of my really close friends, but they weren't actually friends with each other. They didn't actually like each other at all. Oh crap, no, I missed that. I hit the button. But they didn't like each other at all. They had disagreements all the time. They were completely opposite guys. Like, one was nerd, kind of feminine. The other one was... They're both boys. Nerd, kind of feminine. And the other one was, like, jock, football player, popular with the girls. I have no idea how I was his best friend. Maybe because I wasn't trying to hit on him all the time. Maybe that was it. You know, the jock and the lesbian. That's the perfect power couple. Couple listen. Friend. Just team. Duet. Duo. Power duo. That's kind of what I meant. So, I decided that this would be funny. And so I kind of mentioned it, and their names happened to fit perfectly together into like a ship name. So I talked to them about it because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to keep this going. I mentioned it a couple times as a joke. And I talked to them about it, and I didn't want to keep it going if they were uncomfortable with it. And both of them thought it was the funniest thing ever because no one would believe it. No one would genuinely think that they were into each other because they were not. Like, they were both straight. Well, actually, I think one of them's gay now, but they were both straight. One of them had a girlfriend, I think. I don't remember. This is what I mean, I don't know gossip. I have no idea if he actually had a girlfriend at one point or if that was everyone just saying, oh, they've been hanging out a lot. I think everyone thought I was his girlfriend for a while, which was weird. We had a YouTube channel together. I'm just jumping between topics because I've never talked about any of this stuff on my stream before. Yeah, one of my old dead YouTube channels is with this guy. But, like, it didn't get out of hand, but it got really funny. Because I remember one time we were all outside with one of my cool teachers, and we were just kind of hanging out outside because the weather was nice, and so it was kind of like gym class, but then we had chalk. And so me and one of the guys in the ship decided it would be really funny if we wrote the ship name on the wall of our school. We didn't get in trouble for it, because it was just chalk. And it was just a word. Like, it wouldn't mean anything to anybody that wasn't in our class. So their names fit together perfectly into a word, and so it was like, oh, why did you write that random word on the wall? I don't know. Wouldn't mean anything to anyone else. So, we did that. That's kind of like the scope of how funny this was. And it never went anywhere, really. We still go to school together, and I think they've both forgotten about it. Occasionally, I should remind them of it. That'll be fun. I haven't talked to either of them in a while. I had science class with one of them, but... like, we stopped kind of being friends. I stopped kind of being friends with both of them, just because one of them changed classes. Like, when we went to elementary school together, one of them changed classes and the other one left the school, and so I kind of dropped off contact. And now that we go to school together again, it's kind of been weird trying to get a friendship going again because they have new friends from whatever, and I have new friends, and so. I don't know, I've kind of run out of old school stories now. Okay, I haven't. If I rack my brain, I could probably find some more. Alright, here's another one. Here's another school story. This was in my last year of elementary school. and I had this really cool teacher. He was my English teacher, my art teacher, because my teacher sometimes... My teacher was away a lot for special teacher stuff or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what it was. But she was away a lot, so he was a substitute teacher, but he came in more often than usual. So he covered our entire... He was our English teacher and our art teacher and whatnot. And he really helped me like get back into writing and stuff. He was a great inspiration. But he is not the point of the story. The point of the story is that one day when he was teaching us English, he gave us a story to read and then a question sheet to fill out. So I read the story in like 5 seconds flat because I'm a really fast reader, and I finished the questions, and then I went over to chat with my teacher because that's what I do, because I'm a weirdo and teacher's pet, and I just enjoy talking to teachers. So I went over to hang out with the teacher. And next thing I know, this one kid who has never been a fast worker nor a particularly bright student comes over with his finished answers. And what had happened was that he had the answer sheet. He had his blank worksheet, but then stuck in, like, underneath it was the answer sheet by accident. So he'd just copied all the answers. And he would have gotten away with it if the last question hadn't had in it answers may vary as the response, because it was an open-ended question with no one answer. So he, being not the brightest, had just copied down answers may vary. And so my teacher kind of figured it out, but he didn't make him redo the work because now he already knew the answers. It didn't take us very long to figure out what had happened, because we kind of were like, you don't usually finish your work this fast. You're not that great at English. No offense, but yeah. Answers may vary. This is the same teacher that one time we had math. We had 2 full periods of math, and then recess. And I finished my math really quickly, and so we just chatted for the full 2 periods of math, and then we chatted through the entire recess before we had to go on to another thing after recess. And to prove how cool this teacher was and how much I trusted this man, I showed him, he read my fanfiction. He read my bad YouTuber fanfiction that I was writing at the time. And he gave me tips and critiques and stuff. And he is now reading the fanfiction that I am currently writing. He's reading that too. But at the time, it was not a great story, but he really helps, like... It's that dude, yes. And then, because I don't know if I like to say that I showed a teacher my fanfiction, my bad YouTuber fanfiction, and then that same teacher proceeded to present me with the English award at the end of the year. So writing bad fanfiction can get you into... I don't know what the moral of this is. Can get you... awards, I guess? I don't know. Write bad fanfiction. Bad fanfiction is cool. You really are a teacher's pet. Teachers are more interesting than other kids my age. They just are. They know so much more. They have much more life experience. I would tell more stories about that guy, but I don't want to come off as like a self-centered prick, because most of them center around him complimenting me in some way, shape, or form. So... Why do all your teachers hate you? All my teachers love me. I'm a history teacher who just roasts us. That is fantastic. Like, I can't really think of a single teacher that doesn't like me, or maybe I'm just deluded. Like, maybe my math gym teacher? But I'm a troublesome student, because I can't really participate in gym that much. So I don't tend to make as much of an effort. My teacher's like, please make an effort, please. And I'm like, no, I can't, I don't want to die. So. I had a science teacher who was an ex-army officer. So, A, he was deaf in one ear, and B, he was immeasurably loud. He could shout so loud, and he had all these... He actually didn't tell any stories, but he had, like, relics and... Not relics. He had cool stuff that he could show us, and... But mostly was that he had that army drill sergeant yell thing. And I thought it was the worst, because I voluntarily sit at the front of classrooms. I do. I don't like sitting at the back, because I can't see anything. And I like sitting at the front because, well, everyone else wants to sit at the back, and I am fine with sitting near the teacher, because I barely get in trouble, and so... So I don't mind sitting near the teacher. So I voluntarily sit at the front of classrooms, but it means when there is an ex-army drill sergeant screaming at you, it's much louder. So be like, yeah. Honestly, I think the most unpleasant part of my school experience has been just like when the entire class gets punished, and I'm sitting there like, I didn't do anything. I literally didn't do anything. But I know the teacher can't exempt me from punishment because, like, that would then be unfair or appear like favoritism or whatever. But I'm sitting there suffering because the teacher is giving a lecture and I'm like, I understand this. I know this. Oh. I'm just suffering. Oh, I got electrocuted once in my science class. Not fully electrocuted, but I did get shocked, and it threw me off so badly, because I have a minor, I guess, muscle thingy, and if you know anything about muscles, you know that your muscles are controlled through electric pulses from your brain. That's basically how muscles work in a very uncomplicated manner of explaining. But we did this experiment in my science class where we had a Van de Graaff generator and everyone put their hands on it, and then the last guy was standing over near the sinks and my teacher was like, hey, grab the tap. And so he grabbed the tap and everyone got shocked. And I was in so much pain for the next like hour because my muscles were like spasming. And I was on the opposite side of the room. I was like 2 people from the Van de Graaff generator. There were like 20 people in between me and the sink. It was crazy. Because it wasn't a bad shock. It was like a huh. It was my fault for participating in the experiment. I literally should have known that it would completely throw off my muscles because, like I said, electric shocks in your muscles, and I've experienced some pretty... I have not a phobia of electric shocks, but look, I didn't know that I was going to get shocked. We were all just kind of standing in a circle holding hands. And then my teacher grabbed the sink. I'm gonna be serious for a second. I'm gonna be really serious. I have a minor phobia of electric shocks. Just the sensation triggers some stuff. Well, he didn't know that it would do it. It's not his fault. He was a good teacher. But I have a minor discomfort. The feeling of electric shocks triggers something in my brain. Because when I was doing tests and they were trying to figure out what's wrong with my muscles, they did this one test where they would stick like, okay, this is going to be a little... If you don't like talk of needles, go away now. The doctor would put like little needles in my muscles. And then it would send electric shocks through my muscles to figure out what was wrong. And it was the most excruciatingly painful thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. I am a mature person, okay? I'm a mature person. I do not cry easily. But I was sitting on that table and I was sobbing. This was recent. This was a couple months ago. And so ever since... It was like half a year ago now? I actually don't remember. Time hasn't passed during quarantine. But it was excruciatingly painful, and now whenever I feel like the sensation of getting shocked, I'm sent back into that hospital room, and I really... Oh... It was not a pleasant experience, and... Yeah. I think probably the worst part is the test didn't even work, and it didn't actually get any good results. It didn't get any results at all. I'm gonna change the topic now before I go on a rant about the healthcare system or something, and why I'm frustrated. Anyway, I don't like talking about my... I don't know what to call it. I don't like talking about what's wrong with me. It affects my life so much that I just would rather forget about it when I can. Unfortunate. I hear my sister practicing double bass in the other room. My sister is tiny. Like, super tiny. And she plays a double bass. Do you have any idea how big a double bass is? Okay? She's just like this tiny little person. And she's got this giant bass that's like twice her height. And it's a 3/4 size, too. It's not even a full bass. Yeah, she's so small. I'm like... Yeah, my drum kit is bigger than I am, but that's because it's a drum kit. I also play the violin, which is, like, very small. Excuse me. Yeah, flute player. Haha, you play flute. I played flute for 1 year because I really, really, really wanted to play the drums and I couldn't play it until a certain grade. So I played the flute for 1 year. XP, you should learn how to play the spoons. Traditional Canadian, French-Canadian instrument. You should play the spoons. You take 2 spoons. You put them back to back in your hand, and you slap them on your knee. It's a percussion instrument. You can make them out of... You can play the spoons with, like, regular spoons. There are special playing spoons that you can get that are actually attached to each other and whatnot, which I have played before. Has anybody here ever been to either a Nova Scotia kitchen party or what's it called? A kitchen party. Have you ever been to a kitchen party? It's a Quebecois kitchen party. They're 2 different things, but they're pretty similar. They'd be similar to anybody who hasn't been to both. kitchen party. If you've never been to a kitchen party, you have not lived. Okay? Kitchen parties are one of the greatest experiences. I've had some of the greatest experiences in my life at kitchen parties because they're so much fun. I've been to so many. Okay, maybe not so many, but quite a few. Does Chinese kitchen parties count? I have never experienced one of those, so I'm not sure. I don't no idea how similar it is. But that's where I've got to play the spoons. Well, no, I can't. I stream for an hour. I'm at 53 minutes. What?
Guidance counselors on the phone. You're signed up for grade 10 English, but you now have an opening next fall, and you need to pick a course.
Vocal.
Huh?
Vocal.
Is that what you're waiting on?
Yeah. I've been waiting for months for this call. I have my...
I want you to be a part of it.
Well, I've been waiting for months because I know what... just simple answer. I will be off this in like 7 minutes. Alright, kitchen party, essentially. Alright, now that that's done. A kitchen party essentially. It traditionally takes place in a kitchen, but I've experienced them in other places. It's somewhere where it has you've got a traditional band, which is usually made up of some combination of fiddle, double bass, percussion, sometimes usually involves spoons, guitar, and vocals, and sing like traditional fun songs, and then there's dancing. There's lots of dancing. Like traditional dancing. In Canada, because of the English influence and the French influence, there's a lot of different types of dancing that is incorporated into these, and so they're a really fun experience.
You got vocal.
You've just discovered your fancy moderator powers and that you can delete messages. Yeah. You have unlimited power! You should be able to do way more than just delete messages. You should be able to, like, ban people or something. There should be a way for you to to stop people from chatting. Is it muting people? I'm not sure. I've never actually been a moderator in a Twitch chat, and I barely know how Twitch works at this point. No one mess with me. I have a sword. You barely know how to use it. But yes, you do have a sword. What matters is I have a sword. Yes, yes you do, honey. Calm down, sweetheart. Can you use your sword on SANS? I mean, that would be great, but I don't think you can. Alright, run one more run and then I'm calling it quits for today. It was fun sharing stories. I should do this more often. I should pick my brain for interesting things that I can talk about. I mean, I've had a life. I have had a life, and it's at least mildly interesting at that. Oops. I just forgot that my birthday is in like 2 weeks. And you know quarantine is affecting your brain when you keep forgetting your own birthday. What if I used your sword on SANS? I don't think it works that way. I can't exactly reach through your screen and grab your sword now, can I? Which sounds mildly suggestive, and I did not mean it that way. My birthday's not for a while. You don't have to wish me happy birthday yet, okay? My birthday's on like a Thursday, so I'll probably actually be streaming on my birthday. So everybody can come wish me a happy birthday when I'm actually streaming on my birthday. Well, I shall have to remember in 7 days to wish you a happy birthday. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything. I have some complicated online plans that I will have put into procedure by my birthday. It will either be really, really fun or not work at all. Quarantine champ. Hope we're all going insane. I don't know how to make an emote, okay? What if I do the pog face and get Brick to do it for me? He cuts all those emotes for the server. And then he can tell me how to put in custom emotes because I have no idea how to do that. Do the pog face. I don't even remember what the pog face is like. Is it like... It's like pog. I don't even... It's like that? I don't even know. I feel like that looks really stupid. There you go. There's your Syvern pog. I guess. Probably look terrible. not good at pogging, guys. I need more practice. Haha, this was all an elaborate scheme to get you guys to give me pogs. Astro Voids would be proud of me. Oh no, crap. Perhaps I should not leap right into the special attack with 1 health. That would be bad. Whoa, stop mashing me into the floor, please, buddy. That would be really nice. Steak. Thought I had 2 steaks. Knew it. I knew you were gonna take that the wrong way. Stop it. Oh my gosh. This could be the pog face. I opened my mouth so wide that mine jarred. What's my sand voice? Sand voice. Alright. Alright, that's it. I'm just gonna read my normal voice. It's time for my special attack. Are you ready? Here goes nothing. I'm pretty sure I just beat him. I'm pretty sure I can kill him now. Yep. That's right. It's literally nothing. It's not gonna be anything either. You get it? I know I can't beat you. One of your turns, you're just gonna kill me. So, I've decided it's not gonna be your turn, ever. I'm just gonna keep having my turn until you give up. Even if it means we have to stand here until the end of time. Capiche? I just beat him! Okay, I haven't actually finished beating him yet, but I just beat him! I don't have to do this anymore! Ah! You'll get bored here. If you haven't gotten bored already, I mean. And then you'll finally quit. I am so happy, okay? My voice is cracking all over the place. But I just, fall asleep. Come on, quicker. Fall asleep, please. I know you're tight. You're, very determined, aren't you? You'll never give up, even if there's, absolutely no benefit to persevering whatsoever. If I can make that clear, no matter what, you'll just keep going. Not out of any desire for good or evil, but just because you think you can. Because you can, you have to. Yes, I did. Okay. I have to go through all this dialogue, though. But now you've reached the end. There's nothing left for you now. So, in my personal opinion, the most determined thing you can do here is to completely give up. And do literally nothing else. Anything else. Ooh, can I make him more tired by doing this? Oh, he teleports me back when he knows I can... Oh, I know how to beat him, so this is a really interesting Easter egg. Please, please let me push the... come on. Oh, I'm delaying it? Oops. Sorry, that was really fun. I don't think I have to fall asleep. I'm waiting. Come on, fall asleep faster, Sans. I'm on a time budget here. Just let me kill you, please. I have 1 health left. I was so close to dying. That was pure utter luck that I got through. Did you really think you would be able to? Oh. So, yes, that's it, huh? Just don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah? Yeah, give me 5 seconds and let me. I've just. Okay. Well, I'm going to Grillby's. Don't say it. Don't. I can't even read it. I can't read the line. I'm gonna actually cry. I can't read the line. Virus, do you want anything? There are tears in my eyes. There are actual tears in my eyes. I don't know why that line hits me so hard, but anyway. Go back, and I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna end the stream. Just that one line makes me really sad. Okay, I'm gonna save multiple times just to make sure that it does not glitch out and make me go back. Alright. Oh! Okay. I finally beat SANS, which means I can go on to the end of the game, I think, in the next stream. Because there's no one harder than SANS in this game. I know that for a fact. So, I can finally finish my Genocide run after more than 24 hours of gameplay. This is the most time I've ever spent on any game or anything ever. Okay.
Other than just your overall time with Minecraft.
Yeah. I guess I've probably logged more hours on Minecraft, but just like on a whole. This is the longest I've ever spent on one specific playthrough of one specific game. Alright. I'll be back to finish this game on Thursday. Unless my game decides to lag out and put me back, which would suck, and I'm now paranoid about that. I'll be back to finish the game on Thursday. Tomorrow I will be streaming Minecraft. Same time as always. 3:30 p.m. EST. So, thank you everybody for coming to my stream, and also thank you everybody for sticking through this really long fight against SANS. I know it probably got quite boring towards the end. There were some streams that weren't quite as interesting as others, but thank you for sticking around anyway. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!